How's it going, everybody? It's been a while since the last time I actually did a video, and this isn't the best quality. I'm actually just recording off of my phone. Um, I have plenty of time to speak, and there's nobody around. I'm still kind of shy recording around people in general. But so I haven't done any videos whatsoever, um, mainly because I've personally been going through things and haven't had the energy to actually do other things. So like, I was supposed to do this video on the Motorola, I think it was Ace 5G1 or One Ace 5G or something like that, and also the Chromebook that I ended up getting, the Lenovo Chromebook, the Lenovo Duet, which sadly I didn't do, and I've been using these devices for quite some time right now. It's just like I said, I was going through personal things, and I want to talk about that a little bit. I want to talk about depression, because that's actually what I was suffering. So I don't know how to put it, but I feel like this is probably something that a lot of YouTubers talk about, that they go through as well, and it's important. It's something that shouldn't be taken lightly. It should be something that, if you're suffering and going through things like this as well, you should honestly seek help, because it can really put you in a rabbit hole. And that's coming from a person that was optimistic of doing videos and actually pursuing things, and then just went into just a downhill spiral, if you may. But the truth is I've been suffering depression for quite some time. Been battling depression for years. I mean, since I was yay big. Like, I was a kid going through depression. I was diagnosed with major depression, PTSD, anxiety disorder, and for a very long time I suffered through those things, and I've went and sought help when I was younger. I'm 28, I'm turning 29 this year. So I have been in an institute, a mental institute. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I think that this is important for whoever's watching this. And to be honest with you, I did it when I was, I think, 18 or 19. I had a breakdown, and I ended up going to get help. I was getting a lot of chest pains. I couldn't sleep at night. I was just in a bad place mentally. And I decided to put myself in a mental institute to actually get help, because I was consistently having suicidal ideations. And it really put me in a very dark place. And to be honest with you, I have attempted suicide a few times. If I'm not mistaken, about 4 or 5 times. Like, legitimately attempted. But certain things stop me from doing those things. Like, for example, my family, my daughter, and things of that sort. But I still was very depressed, and that's why I decided to actually institute myself. This time around, I ignored how I felt for about 2 years. No lie to you, about 2 years. And I was suffering depression, and I couldn't sleep. But heading towards the time that I decided to go back, I started having more suicidal ideations more consistently. I couldn't sleep at night. I mean, I was waking up. I kind of wasn't in the mood to do anything. I would shower and wouldn't even wash my face, to be very honest. I was just so depressed, went to bed late, woke up super early, woke up in the middle of the night a few times, and, just constant thoughts. And basically, what put me into the place of going to seek help this last time was clearly what everybody is, a switch. Something happened, something occurred that triggered me to realize that I needed help. And what triggered me this time was something that I didn't expect. So, like I said, I was getting to a point where I was consistently thinking about suicide and thinking about how I can take my life and how it wouldn't be painful. I'm not lying. And I'm just being frank. I'm just being really, really honest right now. And so I was having, and I have seizures. So it doesn't help when you have seizures and you feel hopeless and all these things. So before I went and seeked help, I ended up having, I think, 3 days, back-to-back days of having seizures. And I was feeling hopeless. I was feeling more hopeless and more depressed than ever. And I was just hiding it. My wife didn't know how I honestly felt. And to be honest, I hid how I felt all the time. For a long time, I wouldn't want to show my emotions, even though a lot of times you can see how I feel, but certain things I knew how to hide, and I knew how to hide it well. And my wife didn't know how I honestly felt. So what led me to seeking help was, what triggered me to go get help was, after those days of having those seizures, I had off, and I was playing Call of Duty Warzone with my brothers and a close friend. And when you parachute down, you can actually deploy your parachute or release it, whatever. And I kept releasing my parachute as I came down, so I would deploy it and release it and just fall to my death in the game. And that's when I started thinking, this is probably the way I would want to go. And in the game, I just kept facing up, releasing my parachute. So the next day, I was gonna close at work, and I went to work, I walked to work, and I was just stuck in my head. And I kind of knew that, knowing the fact that I've attempted before, I kind of knew what I was gonna do that night. I was set on taking my life that night. Honestly, set. I was going to end it. So the plan was to work my shift and then walk home and find a bridge that I can jump off of. That was the plan. And I knew it, and it was scary. It was scary. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. And something told me, seek out a facility that's nearby and just give a call, see what happens. And I gave a call to a facility. I'm not gonna say the name of the facility, but I called and I asked some questions, and they told me, hey, I should go straight over there. And I said, no, I'll probably go tomorrow, or after work, or whatever the case may be. But my heart and my mind was set on doing what I wanted to do after work. And after thinking and struggling and crying, I decided to call my wife, and to her surprise, She was surprised and didn't know what to say. She kept asking me, is that truly what I wanted to do? And, you know, in shock and not knowing what was going on with me, she was supportive, but upset, which I don't blame her, because it's one of those things where it just hits you randomly. And I told her, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. And I called my manager, spoke to my manager, and told her what was going on and what I was planning to do. And my manager was supportive, getting me all the information I needed to make sure that I don't lose my job or anything like that in a case like this. And I appreciate her big time for that. And I decided that at that moment to go and put myself in that facility. I stood in that facility about a week, taking medication, learning, group therapy, things like that. I actually picked up yoga and decided to start exercising. And to be honest with you, I've lost tremendous weight. The medication has been working really, really well with me. I haven't felt depressed. I actually feel more eager and, you know, more energetic and actually going to chase what it is that I want to do in life. And I feel better about myself. I honestly feel better about myself. But this isn't how I always felt. And this is a message to whoever is going through the same thing that I was going through. I know that life is hard, and I know it feels unfair, and I know you've probably went through a lot, but your life is really important. And I want you to know that. And if you ever feel the need to go get help, go get it. It's scary, I know. And people are very judgmental, but don't do it for people. Do it for yourself. And if you have kids and a family, do it for them, because they're gonna miss you, you know? But that's my message to you. And I hope that you guys receive this video with open arms and an open heart. And really, honestly, if you're in the same place that I was, seek some help. Till next time, peace.